Leading off our 3-2 win at Molineux last night. For talking tactics this week, I'm going to talk about will we cope without Declan Rice, because I thought we were a bit lucky last night. I don't know whether you agree, but I think in the games to come we're going to come across some better quality sides, some better midfield pairings, because they were Wolves. They were without Matinho. They just had Ruben Neves in the middle, and they had Dendonka alongside Ruben Neves as kind of a substitute option. Now I think that we coped last night to a certain extent, but will we cope without Rice against the teams like Chelsea, against the teams like Leicester that we've got, and we've got Everton as well? Those are our big games left this season to see whether we can get Champions League football. I think we're definitely. I don't know whether Moyes is going to stick with Noble for the next couple of games, until we can get perhaps Rice back. Well, these are the options he's got. He's got Connor Coventry. He's got Pablo Fornals. He's got Mark Noble, who played last night. And he's got this pairing as well. Soufal and Souček, the checkmates. Perhaps Soufal could slot in there. I think against the teams like Chelsea, I think we can't afford to play Noble in the middle. I think we'd be best off putting Fornals in there, because I think we didn't come across the best of quality sides last night. They were a good side and they scored 2 goals, and they could have scored a third if they would have been a bit more clinical in the final third. But I think we're definitely not going to get that much luck. We're definitely not. We can't be giving away those massive chances against the likes of Chelsea that we've got in the next few weeks. So it's really going to see in that Chelsea game and in Leicester next week, which is a massive game. All of these 8 games are massive, massive games. But it will be interesting to see what Moyes does next week. Will he stick with Mark Noble? Because we're coming because next week we're coming across a very, very good midfield pairing of Yuri Tielemans and Wilfred Ndidi, if they haven't got suspension or if they're not injured. Now, with Declan Rice and Souček, I'd fancy that would be a very, very good midfield battle. But if you put Noble in there, I think they have the upper hand. And when you win the midfield, you're likely to win the games in most instances, I think, because if you're bossing that midfield, we've done it before without winning the midfield in years before. But I just feel we are running for this Champions League, and will Moyes switch? Will Moyes go without Noble? I don't know. It's just a bit. It's just the bit of talking tactics that I think Champions League is still on, and I think it could come down. This could come down. This decision that Moyes makes in the next 4 to 6 weeks could come down to whether we get Europa League or whether we get Champions League, or even if we drop out of the Europa League stages, whether we do crumble in the next few weeks. I really, really do hope we don't. But it is a possibility, but it's all in our hands, and it's all in David Moyes' hands to see what he does, and it's all in West Ham's hands if we want to get into that Champions League spot, because we're in pole position at the moment. I think we're a point or 2 points above Chelsea, and we've still got them to play. If we drop points against them, they're still very much back in it, and then if we drop a few points against one of the against Leicester or another side, it brings kind of the 3 that are back into it. It makes it a lot more interesting. But I think with Declan Rice out, obviously this makes it a lot harder, because it said on Russ My Hammers 11 that the last time we didn't play with Declan Rice was like 2019, 2018. That's mad. That is mad, that we've played with him for so many games, and now he's just been pulled out to 4 to 6 weeks. And I hope that Moyes has got a plan against the sides like Leicester and Chelsea coming up. I hope that he tries to go a bit more attacking. Let's hope that he can. Let's hope that we can take it to these sides, because I thought we were a bit lucky last night. On another day, if Wolves were more clinical in the final third, I think they would have got at least another one, and we would have come away with a point and not in the Champions League spaces. I think we got a bit of luck last night, but We all need a bit of luck in this Premier League if we're going to do well, don't we? That is for sure. But that is going to round it up. Please go and watch the review where I did go through the goals and my thoughts of the game. What does make it harder is the injury of Michael Antonio. Now that's another headache for David Moyes now if he's out for any considerable amount of time, like 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, because he was just getting back to some sort of best, wasn't he? Last like that half an hour, he was superb. It's gonna mean he's gonna have to switch up in the midfield and in attack. David Moyes. It just shows when you don't buy players, they're going to get injured eventually, and we've been very lucky this season. And I think our luck with injuries could be running out. But let's hope that there's nothing to worry about with Antonio, and let's hope that Moyes handles no Rice very, very well to get us firmly into that fourth position and get us Champions League football. We're all going on a European tour, let's hope, but this just gives us a bit of a headache going into the last 8 games, doesn't it? But anyway, drop a like on the video if you have enjoyed. Subscribe to West Ham Unofficial if you want to. I'll be back very, very soon. Check out the review. This is Talking Tactics. I hope you have enjoyed it. Hit the like button, as I said, if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll be back very, very soon for another video. Come on, you irons, and goodbye.